Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is my August bullet journal setup. If you watched my July bullet journal setup, you know that my theme was based on the Archer and Olive quarterly sub box, and while I absolutely loved how it turned out, I'm kind of craving something a little bit calmer. That theme was very bright and fun and wonderful, but I'm missing the warmer vibes of the craft paper and just more muted tones overall. Obviously, this green paper that I'm using for the cover page is still pretty bold, but to me, there's just something so calming about this sort of like foresty vibe that's happening with it. Honestly, I just really love this paper, so that's why I used it. I'm using some of these little memo note pages from Stationery Pal to write my currently loving for the month. I use these little notes for any TV shows or books that I'm like really loving. I don't write every book that I read, but I write the ones that I specifically loved for that month. So a couple of weeks ago, I placed some orders from several small businesses in my effort to not only support small businesses, but to also just kind of discover new products that I have never seen before or that are just new to me. And I found a shop called Paper Minty Studio. I've seen them here on YouTube and I've seen them on Instagram. So they're not really new, they're just new to me. I've never ordered anything from them before, but y'all, I am completely in love with everything I bought. I wish I had bought more. So I bought some butterfly sticky notes and they're insanely beautiful. They're gorgeous. They have a beautiful grid pattern and you guys know how I feel about the grid pattern. But I'm gonna be honest, they are not the stickiest sticky notes. So if you're looking for something that's gonna like really stay in place, this is probably not for you, but they're beautiful. So I'm definitely going to keep using them. I did film an unboxing of everything that I bought, but I don't really watch a whole lot of unboxings, so I wasn't sure if you guys would even be interested. So let me know in the comments if you would prefer sort of a stationery haul, like one a month maybe, of everything that I've bought from some of these little shops, or if you just kind of want to see me use stuff and just tell you where I got it. I feel like I kind of prefer seeing it being used, but that's just me personally, so let me know in the comments down below. For this particular setup, I feel like I really went all out and used items from like every shop I know of. I've got washi tape and stickers from the washi tape shop, headers and just random papers from Stationery Pal, papers from Amazon, like that flower craft paper as the background, that's from Amazon, stickers and washi and sticky notes from Paper Minty Studios, and of course beautiful papers from a paper pack that I got from Joann's. You guys know I love me some paper packs. But this kind of creativity is really the most fun for me because I get to really use my imagination and be super creative putting just random stuff together. I will say I drew a lot of inspiration from my May setup. It's probably my favorite one so far that I've done this year. So I wanted to kind of just recreate that, but obviously in different colors. Next up is my calendar page, but first I, of course, have to set up waterfall tabs. You guys know that I can't seem to do a monthly layout without using waterfall tabs. I just think they're so much fun and add something so different and cool to the layout. I first saw them on Kelsey Doodle's Instagram. She has such great style. You guys have to check her out. So this spread is a lot more muted than the cover page, and I love it. I feel like if you look at this whole theme as individual pieces, it's kind of pure chaos. Nothing really matches exactly, but once it's all put together and you see the final product, it just works. I think this is probably one of my favorite setups. The little blue box that I'm going to add to the bottom is for next month's Don't Forget. I always write important dates in my future log, but if I have something coming up that I want to keep like in the front of my mind, I'll put it here. For example, I have an appointment on the 1st that I need to be prepared for, so I made sure to write it on my calendar page, which I look at every morning. That way it's right there in the front of my mind, and I've been doing this for a few months now, and it definitely helps me not forget things. So these are some of the sticker sheets I got from Paper Minty Studio. I'm completely obsessed, and now I want to order like 2 of everything from their shop just so that I don't run out. These butterflies are just gorgeous. They're so beautiful. I think what I really like about them, besides how pretty they are, is that they don't just go in one direction and they aren't all the same shape. Like some of them are different sizes and have different wing textures and everything. I don't know. Y'all, I'm weird about butterflies, and you all know this about me already, so we're just gonna move on. The moon washi tape is also from Paper Minty Studio. This next spread is for my habits and mood tracker. For the habit tracker, I did pretty much the exact same thing I did in May, just with different paper. I'm using more of the beautiful green paper as a backdrop for my calendars, which I ended up stamping on craft paper. I'm pretty sure the stamp came from an Archer and Olive sub box. If I can, I'll link it down below, but I don't know if they sell stamps on their website anymore. For the mood tracker, I'm actually doing what I did in my reading journal for my time tracker. I think it was for June. I don't remember. I loved the way it turned out, so I had to do it in my bullet journal as well. So this next spread is my cleaning spread. If you've been around for a while, you've seen this before, but I actually haven't done a cleaning spread since April. And I honestly haven't followed my cleaning spread since probably January. Let's be real. The more I started to really focus on my channel, the less actual daily cleaning I've been able to get done. I'm working on creating some new routines to kind of get back on track, so I'm adding this spread back in. Obviously, it won't be as intense as it used to be before I had YouTube, but I do still want to stay on top of some of the more important daily tasks. So some of you have asked for a more detailed explanation of the spread, and once I get it all figured out, I'll talk more about it, but I will say that this list really began when I became a stay-at-home mom 13 years ago. Yes, 13 years ago. Wow, that was a long time ago. And my friend told me about a company called Motivated Moms. It's a very extensive cleaning schedule that is literally broken down by every day of the year. I've followed that schedule to the letter for probably 5 years. And then my youngest was in school and daily life just changed. So I've just been tweaking the schedule to fit the season of life that we're in, and it's really worked for me so far. It helps me stay on task, and it helps me to basically just remember to do things. With everything that happens in everyday life, everyone knows this. You just lose track of things and you just forget to do things. So while I don't follow it to the letter anymore, it definitely does still help me stay on top of things, if that makes sense. Okay, so back to the spread. I used the same little memo sheets for the tasks, and this Days of the Week washi for the date headers is from Paper Minty Studios, and it is just beautiful. I want it in every color. I wanted the letters to stand out on the headers over the decorative paper because they're sort of see-through, so I used a white acrylograph to trace over them. So these little watercolor sticky tabs are probably my most used item from Stationery Pal. I use them as headers all the time. Lastly is my gratitude spread. You guys know this is my favorite spread to fill out every day, and at the end of the month, it just makes me happy. I created 31 boxes to put one happy thing that happened that day, and I try to do a different font in each box. I added some extra boxes to decorate the page, and I'm using more washi from Paper Minty Studio. It has the same butterflies as the stickers, and I love it. For the title, I'm again using a memo sheet from Stationery Pal. You will definitely see more of these little memo sheets in the coming months because I also have some that have mushrooms on them, which are adorable. And I'm just stamping grateful and adding another butterfly because why not? All right, so that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye!